One of the dispositions laid out by the Common Core state standards is that students will come to understand other perspectives and cultures.
I think clearly where the part around looking at human rights came was that we have a population in Portland. It is a refugee resettlement city. And so there are people coming here and living here who come from nations that have experienced human rights crises, and that's why they're here. And their children are here, and their children are going to our schools.
The disposition states, through reading great classic and contemporary works of literature representative of a variety of periods, cultures, and worldviews, students can vicariously inhabit worlds and have experiences much different than their own. But what if it weren't vicarious? What if the process happened in real time?
But really, it started with the documentary work, and then realizing that this was content that would be important to kind of address. And then Marcy Angelo is from Sudan. She got very angry one day, and she was enraged, and she was so mad that we were doing this curriculum. How dare you do this curriculum? And what she was able to articulate was that it just made her so angry because she realized that, and she said this out loud to the class, she was like, how dare you all not know? How dare you not know what my experience has been and what goes on for us in our countries, and how dare you need to learn it in school? And clearly, she was able to get to a point, and of course we all knew, well, we don't know, and therefore isn't it good that we are sitting and we're going to learn this together in school, and this is our opportunity. But she had to go to that place first, and it transformed the class.
In an interview with her peers, Ecklis said, I was 13 years old when I left Sudan. My family came to the U.S. because they were afraid that the war in Darfur was going to come to Khartoum.
The most difficult part about interviewing someone that you don't know yet is because you don't know how deep you can get into their background and their stories, because sometimes they're like, they either don't want to share that much, or we're the answer to their prayers, and they've been wanting to share their stories for all this time, and whether people can help them do that and help them and help us.
I don't want to tell our story. That's what we have. That's all we have. So you're giving the person this gift that you are saying, that you are honoring them to that degree, that they have an opportunity to tell their story, and you are then receiving that gift, because there is no greater gift to receive than someone else's story.
Ecklis loved her life in Sudan. She loved the beauty of her country. She loved her friends and family. She loved school and her lifestyle. America is different.
We're all trying to be our best selves, and we're all trying to move toward optimizing things that are awful for us. And I think for her, she was there. And it was really interesting because she was about 6 years older than me, and she, at the time, maybe 7, and she had 2 kids already. And it was just, and so so easy because of how honest she was to see a reflection of myself.
No, and everybody has the potential to be, incredibly articulate, because once you've been moved and transformed, you're articulate.
Once you get to that place of truth and you realize how to be honest with people in that way, you reach a state of forgiveness where you're you're a human being, I'm a human being, we're both trying, and we can be honest about that.
And that happens, and it's happened over and over and over again. It happens for every single kid involved in the project. I haven't seen anybody not have that happen, because it's just true. And isn't that something we need in our world today? When we talk about 21st century skills. And yes, they need to know how to use their technology effectively, and I believe in all of the fundamental skills that kids need to have to navigate this world. But it could be a lost and dying art unless we teach it.